Okay, YouTube, Random Ross here, and this is 13 Days of Friday, day 9. So, I've done good getting this far. This is filmed in the evening because I've been at work all day, and I'm back at work, so fireworks going off outside because it was bonfire night on the 5th, and, people are still setting them off. So, today I'm reviewing Jason Goes to Hell, the final Friday. Just closing my drawer there. So, yeah, Jason Goes to Hell, the final Friday, otherwise known as Friday the 13th, Part 9. So, this is the 9th film in the franchise, even though it wasn't done by Paramount. So, Jason Goes to Hell is directed by Adam Marcus, and it has Kane Hodder in it as Jason Voorhees. So, after Paramount was embarrassed and ashamed of Jason, after Part 8, and with Part 8 being probably not being a flop at the pictures and stuff, they were embarrassed by him, and they sold the rights to Jason to New Line Cinema, which did all the Nightmare on Elm Street films. I don't know why though. Paramount, did a good job on Jason, and he made him a lot of money. But so what happens is, it's like, Jason is still at large. Now, he had an unexplained resurrection. And I'm thinking, how did he go from, New York to back to Crystal Lake? My theory could be is that he didn't get melted away in the toxic waste. He flowed out into the Atlantic again and swam all the way back to Crystal Lake. That is my only theory. And others say that it ignores the events of all the films except for the first two. That's a load of bull, I think. I'm not buying that. I hate you when they do stuff like that with them. So yeah, so what it is a girl goes to Camp Crystal Lake, sets up for the night, and then next thing she's in the shower, and then she's running from Jason Voorhees. Little does Jason know that he's actually run into a trap, and the FBI have exploded him like a bomb. Well, exploded him. So there, he's blown to pieces, and he's taken to the morgue. Now, the coroner, when he's going into the morgue, the FBI guards outside the morgue, one of them is actually Kane Hodder himself. With him not having much screen time in this film, he had a cameo as an FBI guard outside the morgue and gets killed. Spoiler alert. So anyway, the coroner's performing the autopsy and the exams and post-mortem and stuff, and he somehow gets tempted into eating Jason's heart, which starts to beat again. He eats it up, munch munch, wobble, grobble grobble. So, and then he gets possessed by Jason. Next thing, he kills the other coroner who's there, and the two FBI guards, and it's on the news. There is one man, though, who knows his weakness, called Duke. Now, I'm thinking, where the hell did Duke come from? Because, first of all, he's like, it's like he's not been in any of the previous films. So what the hell, right? It's just, it doesn't make sense to me, that. Also, Jason has a sister in it now, Diana Kimball. I am thinking she has to be his half-sister, because, Jason was Pamela Voorhees' only son. She said it in the first one, so, and her only child. So, I think that Jason's father, Eli Voorhees, had a second family. And also, Diana had a daughter named Jessica, and she had a kid. So, yeah, it was all just, And anyway, throughout the entire film, Jason, his physical form is only in two sequences, the opening scene and the finale. After that, he doesn't really, doesn't really have a lot going on, apart from passing from person to person. One bloke he gets strips naked and shaves before he passes out of the coroner into the cop, which I'm thinking, why the hell is he doing that? He's going to pass to another body shortly. And he does it all the way through, and the only way, and Duke says, that played by Stephen Williams, he said that the only way Jason can live is if he goes through the body of a Voorhees, and it doesn't even have to be a live one. So Jason kills his sister Diana after trampling through many other people, and then she gets killed, and then some weird news guy moves her body to the Voorhees house to create some messed up shit. There's also a bit where one of the protagonists, are looking around the Voorhees house, and there's an Easter egg, right? There is a book that is exactly like, and I think it is, the Necronomicon Ex Mortis. Now, that could have all built up to Freddy vs. Jason vs. Ash, the sequel to Freddy vs. Jason. And I think it should still happen, because they're all well enough to do it again. So anyway, Jason, is weak again, so he passes out of the copper and into the weird news guy, and they make, and then he's wanting to get to his live body, but he doesn't. He again has to go through many obstacles before he can find his niece, or he tries to get into his great niece, but fails and stuff. Anyway, it all builds up to the finale, and the only way Voorhees Jason can die, because he was born through a Voorhees, he has to get killed by a Voorhees. So it's all down to Jessica, and in the finale, when Jason... There's one bit where Jason's possessed a guy and he's talking. How the hell is Jason talking when he's hardly ever spoke in all the sequels, apart from maybe when he's a kid, when we heard him saying, "Help, Mommy, I'm drowning." So, yeah. Well, maybe he's always been able to talk, he's just never really had he wants to say to anyone. So, Jason, comes out of that last guy who he spoke through as a little weird gremlin-like creature, but then finds the body of his dead sister and crawls up the vagina part, and then gets reborn through the body. And then shit gets real. He kills Duke. There's a big fight with the guy, I can't remember his name now, but then Jessica, she stabs Jason in the chest with the dagger, and he's weakened. And then she has to give him that extra kick to make him go all the way into hell. And in the end, Jason actually does go to hell, and it is on the final Friday. So, then when it's all over, everyone's gone home and stuff and moving on already from the events of the night. And then there's a dog who sniffs around. Now, when I first saw the film, I thought, he's going to come out from the ground. But I assumed very wrong, because at the end, spoiler alert again, a claw comes out of the ground, which is Kane Hodder's arm. An arm with a green-red striped jumper and a bladed glove. Grabs the mask and drags it into the underground, and we hear Freddy's cattle. That sets the events for Freddy vs. Jason, and it was a 10-year wait. But before that, they both snuck in one more solo film, New Nightmare and Jason X. So I'm not going to get versus Jason just yet, because I have Jason X to watch and watch again, and also I'm going to vlog review it. So yeah, but we are going to get to Freddy vs. Jason eventually. I'm just watching all the films in the order they were made. So, yeah, I don't think that... I don't think there's no else for me to say on Freddy versus... not Freddy versus Jason. On Jason Goes to Hell, apart from... I just didn't think it was good. Jason, the full physical form of Jason, like I said, was in 2 sequences. Now, the look of Jason, what the hell was going on there? Because it's like his head was like a mouth engulfing his hockey mask. So anyway, yeah, Jason Goes to Hell, the final Friday. I'm going to give it a... Yeah, I'm probably going to give it a 1.5 out of 5, because it's my least favourite one of them all. So, yeah. Also, it was done by New Line, so... I mean, New Line did have the great idea, though, of getting Freddy versus Jason and stuff. Paramount and New Line should have teamed up to do that one, like they did with the remake. Anyway, yeah, let me know what you think of Jason Goes to Hell, the final Friday, in the comments down below. Also, if you like this video, please give it a like. Please feel free to share it. Also, I'm on social media, so there are links to my Facebook. Like me on Facebook, and then there's another link to my Twitter. Follow me on Twitter to stay updated on my channel and what I do when I'm not on YouTube and stuff. So, yeah. So, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you after this one. So, till next time, goodbye, friends. And we have only 3 more films left.